in the mood for doing a cookie spray. I've already made some prawns. Why not make some gajar halwa? So I've already added some tuppa. Again, just eyeball it. Add just a rough amount. It's called ghee. I say tuppa because of my dad. But then again, it's ghee. And now I'm just going to roast the cashews first. So you can add cashews or any nuts that you like. Maybe pistachios, almonds, even some dry fruits like raisins. So I'm going to just spread it first. And I'm going to keep this to the side. And you want to saute the cashews on a low flame. Make sure to keep it on a low flame, otherwise they'll burn. So yeah, just saute it. Always make sure you're stirring it. And that should be enough. Just light roast, that's kind of what you want. Once you're done, you get your trusty old sieve. And I'm going to get my plate here. I'm going to strain out all the oil. I'm going to plop that, like so. Leave that to rest on the tissue. We're going to add in the gajar or the carrots. So with the ghee that we already used, we're just going to dip in the grated carrots. You can see here, make sure still on a low flame. You want it to be on because we don't want it to burn. Scrape out all the carrot there. Make sure not to drop it. So scrape everything. Now we just stir. So just saute it. We want to get a bit of a golden, more orange kind of colour. You can always just hold your pan or kadai. You'll begin to get a sort of kind of like a nice rich aroma. You'll definitely know when it's starting to like kind of gold. You can now see a kind of like a syrupy consistency, a bit of a thicker kind of gluey kind of consistency forming up. And you need to be very careful here because this is where it starts to kind of brown. This is where a lot of mistakes happen because then it starts to burn. So again, make sure it's always, as you can see here, it's always on the low flame. You always want to have it on low flame. So again, get the tuppa there, just mix it. Now we're going to add some milk to the halwa to give it a bit of a kind of just nice rich taste. Just sort that out like so. It's kind of become into a bit of a thicker consistency. So I added some condensed milk as well, and it's kind of solidified now. You can also add a little bit more tuppa if to your liking. Remember, everything is to your liking, so add the ghee to your liking. So if you want to add a little bit more, or it depends really. If you maybe don't want too much ghee, if you're on a bit of a diet maybe. I don't see why you're making gajar halwa on a diet, but if you are planning to, or someone who maybe is a bit like not too keen on ghee, then yeah. I'm also gonna start adding the cashews now. I'm just gonna stir it. Now we add the cashews. So we'll get them here. Oh, careful. Okay. Chuck them in here like so, and now stir. Remember, it's always on a low flame. Now, when stirring before, if you want to do it on a high flame, it will go faster, but the thing is, there is a very high chance it'll splurt and it can hit your face. So when doing high flame, make sure to stand back. But if you're willing, if you have the time, then I don't see why you'll be needing to do high flame. If you're in a bit of a rush, then I can see why. But when you're just, you have a lot of time on your hands, you can just put it on low flame and just keep stirring. So yeah, kind of just mix the cashews in, and it's kind of forming into a gajar halwa. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Now we have the finishing product. So this is courtesy of my mum's recipe. She was the one who told me about most ingredients. and a few little special ingredients. But now it's time for my favourite part, the best part, the tasting test. So I'll try and be as unbiased as possible. But let's go. Just gonna go right for the top. So that's a nice generous scoop. I'm just gonna So I don't want to seem biased, but this is the best halwa I've ever tried. The sweetness is just right for me, as you can see. Now this is without any cashews. I haven't added any dry fruits. You can always add some fruits. Fruits and just like raisins and sultanas. But this is amazing. Like and subscribe if you want to see some more recipes just like this.